All right, let's talk about an idea that's really not just about money. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think, how you feel, and how you operate in the world. This is what we're calling the $20,000 mindset shift.
Wow. Okay. That's a pretty heavy statement to kick things off with, right? The source material opens with this exact line, and it's designed to make you stop and think. Because let's be honest, for a lot of people, it feels painfully true.
But here's the thing. The reason why isn't what you probably think. It's not usually a story about being lazy or careless or not working hard enough. No, the real issue is it's something a lot more subtle, something that's quietly working against you every single day.
It's a trap, a cycle that makes building any kind of financial momentum feel next to impossible. So what is this trap that keeps so many people just spinning their wheels? Well, let's dig in.
And this trap, it has a name. It's called survival mode. And if you've ever felt like you're just barely making it to the next paycheck, you know exactly what this feels like. It's a state of being in constant financial defense.
So what does that actually feel like day to day? It means every single dollar is already spoken for before it even hits your bank account. It's all allocated to bills, rent, groceries, you name it. And then, bam, the car breaks down or there's a medical bill. And just like that, any tiny bit of progress you thought you made gets wiped out. It's like someone keeps hitting the reset button on your savings.
And all of this, it just creates this constant, relentless pressure in your head. It's a non-stop game of mental gymnastics. Okay, what can I pay now? What absolutely cannot wait? Can I afford this? What happens if? It's exhausting.
And this is the crucial thing to understand. The biggest cost of living in survival mode isn't just financial. It's the daily drain on your mental and emotional energy. When your brain is always focused on putting out immediate fires, it just doesn't have the bandwidth for long-term planning or creative thinking.
But here's the good news. There is a turning point, a pivot. And, according to the source material, that pivot often happens around a specific number that acts as this powerful psychological threshold.
And that number is $20,000. Now look, it's not like this is some magic number handed down from the heavens, but it represents a level of savings where something fundamental inside you really begins to change. It's enough of a cushion to shift the very foundation of how you think.
And this is the absolute core of the whole idea. The real power of hitting this number isn't about what you can suddenly go out and buy. It's about what you get to remove from your daily life, that constant, gnawing background hum of financial fear.
You can literally see the shift happen right here. You move from survival thinking to builder thinking. You go from just reacting to problems to actually planning for the future. Instead of seeing risk everywhere you look, you start to spot opportunities. And those heavy, urgent decisions, they become calm and calculated. It's like a total operating system upgrade for your brain.
Okay, so once that fear is gone, something amazing happens. You get this new kind of freedom. And this freedom, it sets off an incredible chain reaction that starts to ripple through every single part of your life.
You see, that buffer, it's everything. It's the space between an unexpected problem and a full-blown crisis. It's what gives you breathing room. And it's in that space, that newfound space, that positive change can finally start to grow.
And this breathing room sets off this incredible positive chain reaction. First, that constant stress starts to go down. And when that happens, your thinking gets clearer. With a clear mind, your performance at your job, in your side projects, just in life, it naturally improves. And what usually follows improved performance? Yep, improved income. It becomes this powerful upward spiral.
But you know, all those financial benefits, they're almost a side effect. The biggest change, the most profound one, happens inside. It's a fundamental shift in how you see yourself.
This quote from the source it hits the nail on the head. You are no longer defined by the day-to-day struggle. Your new identity becomes that of a builder. You're not just surviving anymore. You are actively, intentionally constructing your future.
So what is this builder mindset we're talking about? Let's break it down. It's a way of thinking where you're intentional with your money, where your decisions today align with your goals for tomorrow. And most importantly, you start to see money as a tool for growth, not just a shield to survive.
And when you start seeing yourself this way, real, tangible things start to change in your life. You stop buying things just for a quick emotional fix. You feel secure enough to take a smart, calculated risk on a new skill or a business idea. You can walk into a salary negotiation with the quiet confidence of someone who doesn't need that job tomorrow. You finally break that endless earn, spend, repeat cycle and create actual space for growth.
Okay, so that all sounds great, right? We get the why, we see the amazing transformation, but what about the how? How do you actually start walking down this path and build that crucial initial momentum?
And look, before we even get into the steps, we have to be real about something. The math of saving money, it's simple. It's the psychology that's hard. The act of just starting, especially when that $20,000 goal feels like a mountain, that's the real challenge. It's going to feel slow. It might even feel pointless at times. But I promise you, it is the most important part of the entire journey.
So where do you begin? It all starts with 3 really practical, simple steps. Step 1 is about brutal honesty. You have to really know where your money's going. No judgment, just data. Step 2 is about making it easy on yourself. Automate your savings. Pay your future self first before you can even touch it. And step 3 is the engine of all progress. You have to constantly focus on widening the gap between what you earn and what you spend.
And you have to remember this, especially on the tough days. Even when it feels like nothing is happening, it is. Every dollar you save, every time you make a conscious spending choice, it's like a small vote for your future self. It's all building that critical momentum in the background, even when you can't see it yet.
Because here's the bottom line. If you stay consistent, this system, this buffer, this new mindset, it will start to work for you instead of against you. That upward spiral will catch. So the only question left, the only real question, is the one right there. When are you going to begin?